Hi everyone. So late last year in 2019, I celebrated a very important milestone in my life. I had gone half of my lifetime without drinking any amount of soda. Not one sip, actually. Early on, I discovered the best way to get off of soda was to not even think of it as a beverage. Any attempt to cut down on it only made it even more desirable. But that's how I operate. And I encourage you to think about how you operate. I see so many people who say an occasional soda is okay, and then I watch them and they're not even listening to their own advice. So it's very important that you objectively evaluate just what you are doing. I think earlier this month when I was talking about hyperinflation, I talked about how the compounding effects of how much money you spend on soda and also the fact that soda reduces the amount of time you have for your investments to grow. They synergistically add to a very large cost for the soda. So I thought I'd do a back of the envelope calculation of just how much it is. So the first thing I Googled was just how much Americans are spending on soda, and it turns out to be $65 billion a year on soda. And so divide that by population, it's about $17 a month, right? Of course, there are a lot of people who don't drink any amount of soda, and there are a lot of people who drink it. They're a soda-holic, right? Like how I was back when I was 16 years old, right? But most unfortunately, I see so many people who drink soda as a baby. And it blows the mind. It's one thing if a child is old enough to ask for a soda, right, and you give in, right? It's another when the child doesn't even know how to ask for anything and you give them a soda, right? I can never understand how brainwashed some people are, right? I guess part of it is that a lot of people have children at very young ages, right? I plan to have children after I retire, actually. I want to be able to focus on raising the children, which is why I don't drink soda, so I can kind of keep my body young even after I retire, right? So it's all interlinked, right? How I manage my body, my career, and my decision to have children, they're all linked to one another, right? That's the gist of it. So I did a little calculation. So $17 a month, and remember, people start drinking soda as a toddler, right? So we got 70 to 75 years of soda. I'm going to put 70 years because, unfortunately, drinking soda reduces your life expectancy, right? And we got a 6% after inflation return, right? And get ready for this. It costs you $203,835, right? That's a house in a lot of rural areas, right? Not here in Seattle, right? But that's a house in a lot of places in the United States. That's a big castle if you're willing to move to the second world, right? And that's just from the effects of the soda, right? Don't forget the effects of the spending on the soda, right? Don't forget soda also reduces your life expectancy, right? In order to do that, we have to figure out how much other money you're investing per month, right? So pick a number, right? Let's say it's $1,000 a month that you're investing. Obviously not since you're a toddler, but since you're 18, right? So let's make this 50 years of growth, right? So that grows to 3.5 million, but because you're drinking soda, you've reduced your life expectancy by 10 years, right? So now your money only has 40 years to grow. 40. And you just lost like over $1.5 million plus the 200,000 that you spent on the soda just for the privilege of drinking soda, right? So what was that? 1.5 million plus 200,000, 1.7 million in order to drink soda, right? And let's back out of that calculation and see how much per day that is, right? So it costs you 1.7 million in order to drink soda every day for 70 years, right? So your soda habit is costing you 24,000 and change a year to support, right? Let's divide that by 365. So if you drink a soda a day, or however much soda the average American drinks every day, that soda is costing you $66. Think about that next time you reach for a can of soda, right? Would you pay $66 for it, right? It's hard to justify, right? You can have some pretty good beer for $66, right? I like non-alcoholic beer. What else could I have for $66? I could certainly use, I love to compete in the Computer Olympia. That's how many trips every that's wow. That's much more than a trip every year. 24,000 every year. I could go to the Computer Olympiad. I could go visit my girlfriend in Rochester, New York. I could go swimming in the Gdansk Bay. I mused about it in a video previous, and I would still have a ton of money left over after doing all that, right? So think about that, right? I mean, it's your choice, but would you pay $65 for that soda? Is what I want you to think about when you reach for it, because you are. Thanks for watching.